Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever board game reaction. It's not a reaction, but my first ever board game playthrough on my channel. And what better game to be playing than Pandemic? Pandemic is a game in which you are working cooperatively to try and save the world from a global pandemic, which is very, very topical at the moment, as we all know. I'm not going to go into the rules in a huge amount of detail because I'm assuming most people that will watch something like this on YouTube are probably people that really know board games fairly well already and just are interested in watching a playthrough of a game. But I will just briefly explain. So the idea is that you are a bunch of a team of people trying to fight a global pandemic. I'm playing all the roles. I'm going to play 4 different roles at the same time, so I'm going to play through each of those 4 characters and what they can do. It's basically the idea is that you're trying to collect sets of cards which are all different colours. So there are 4 different diseases that are happening around the world, and those 4 different diseases, you can get rid of them by collecting sets of their colours. So for example, you might want to get 5 black cards to kill the black disease on the board, or 5 red cards to get rid of the red disease, for example. There are 3 ways that you can lose the game. There are a bunch of disease cubes. If you run out of one of the colours and you need to pick up another cube from that colour, then you have lost the game. If a cube gets, if a city gets too filled up with cubes, with diseases as that is, then you might set off an outbreak in that city. You can only have 7 outbreaks. If you have 8 outbreaks, then you have lost the game as well. And the third way that you can lose the game is basically every turn you are required to pick up 2 of these cards. If you run out of the cards, then that's effectively time up. You've run out and you've not managed to contain the disease quick enough. So there are 3 ways you can lose the game. I'm going to be selecting my roles at random, and I'm going to be putting 5 epidemic cards into the pack. So those people who've played the game before will know what that means. But I'm putting 5 epidemics in. Let's get on and play the game. So we're going to start by selecting the 4 characters at random. Myself and Sebastian call this the game of roll, deciding which characters. So I've shuffled them all up. I'm not going to, it's going to be completely random. I'm not going to be changing any. Here are our 4 characters. They are the scientist. She only needs 4 cards of the same colour to do the discover a cure action, as opposed to 5, which all the others have to do. The operations expert, he's really good at building research stations anywhere around the board, so helps us to travel around the board more easily in that respect. The dispatcher, he's also good for traveling around the board. He will move other players around the board as if it was his own turn. He can also move other characters from one city to another city where another player is. And finally, we are going to be using the quarantine specialist. She can prevent disease cube placements in the city that she is in and all cities connected to it. So we're going to place them on the side of the board. I'm going to make them in the order that they came out as well. That's the order they're going to play. So we have a white. We have the light green for the operations expert. We have the sort of pinky purple for the dispatcher and the very dark green. I'm just not sure if that's actually going to show up as different on there. I think it looks different enough. Okay, and they all start in Atlanta. Okay, next then. I'm playing with 5 epidemics today, and I'm going to be mixing 8 random event cards into the pack. So I'll start by doing that. And now with 4 players, each character is going to get 2 cards to start themselves off. Okay, so they're all getting 2 cards each. Let's see what they all get. So the scientist, she's got Sao Paulo and Chennai. The operations expert has got Seoul and the commercial travel ban. The commercial travel ban, the infection rate is 1 until the current player's next turn begins. That's really good if we are getting desperate later on. We've got Miami and Sydney going to the dispatcher. And we have got Cairo and Montreal going to the quarantine specialist. So that's all their cards. They've all got different colours, which is not that helpful at this point. But better than nothing. I'm just going to move myself over to the other side so you can see a little bit more of what's going on there. Yeah, that works. Okay, fantastic. So we now need to mix in the 5 epidemic cards. See, the setup takes quite a long time, but then when you're actually in the game, it's pretty quick. Things go pretty fast. We all know how pandemics work now. They go fast. Suddenly you're in the midst of one and you think, crap, things are not going well. You know that now. Okay, cool. We are ready to rock and roll. Right, here we go. So let's find out where we're going to be infecting. The first 3 cities that I reveal will have 3 cubes each. So they are Khartoum, Los Angeles, and Algiers. So that's 3 yellow cubes on Khartoum, 3 yellow cubes on Los Angeles, and 3 black cubes in Algiers, which is up here. 2 yellow cubes in Miami, 2 black cubes in Delhi, and 2 red cubes in Taipei. Delhi is here. I'm not sure how much you can see of the cubes. I'll have to explain as we go along. And then 1 red cube in Sydney, 1 black cube in Mumbai, and 1 yellow cube in Sao Paulo. So Sao Paulo, Mumbai, and Sydney. Not a good start for India. And we are good to go. So let's start cracking the puzzle. So we're going to start with the scientist. Remember, she only needs 4 cards of the same colour to do the discover a cure action. So in an ideal situation, we want her to try and get as many of the same colour together as possible. She's probably going to do some of the curing of diseases. She's going first. Potentially, if I move her to Miami, then the dispatcher could come over and give her a card as well. So that would be, I mean, she could only do 3 actions really, but still not bad. I think if I move the scientist to Miami and just take 2 of those cubes off. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops. And I actually am kind of stuck for a 4th action. She can't really do anything else. So I think, let me just double check the actions card. She can't build a research station because she doesn't have the card. Treat disease, share knowledge, discover a cure. No, she's kind of stuck. That's her 3 actions. I'm going to stop there. She's now going to draw 2 cards. She starts, she gets a forecast card. So that means that we can draw and rearrange the top 6 cards of the infection deck at some point. Very useful. Second card she picks up is Beijing. So she now has a black card, a yellow card, and a red card, which is not that helpful really, to be honest. Okay, cool. She now needs to infect some cities. So, here we go. Put some cities on the board, some more disease. Atlanta, we've got our first blue cube. And Montreal, also blue. So 1 blue in Montreal and 1 blue in Atlanta. Where they... Oh, hang on. We can't put one in Atlanta because the quarantine specialist is there. Good girl, quarantine specialist. Just for being there. Fantastic. Okay, operations expert. Remember, he's able to build research stations in cities he's in, which can be very, very handy. Now, what I want to do with him is try and get him somewhere else pretty quickly so he can just build stations. Now, he's got a Seoul card, so I could potentially just fly directly to Seoul and build a research station. That might be quite a good idea. I'd have to use the card, but yeah, I'm going to do it because I think I need to start being in a position where I can get around the board more easily. So let's fly him over there to Seoul for 1, and then I'll head him towards Taipei where there's some cubes. 2, 3, oh. And let's just build the research station in Taipei. 4. So he hasn't reduced the cubes, but he's right there to do it. Once per turn as an action, move from a research station to any city by discarding any city card. Oh. Move from a research station to any city by discarding any city. Oh! Hang on, let me go back. So he was here. So once per turn, as an action, move from a research station to any city by discarding any city card. So I'm at a research station, so let's discard the Seoul card, but fly to Taipei. So that's 1. Build the research station, 2. And then 3, 4. So I clear some of that as well. Fantastic. Great. That was a better move. Okay, 2 cards for Mr. Operations Expert. Okay, he's got Buenos Aires, which is yellow, and Lagos, which is yellow. So actually, we've got lots of yellow cards. We've got 4 yellow cards going. If we can get them all to the scientists somehow, but it's hard. It's hard. Okay, so he now needs to infect. He's infecting Paris for 1. And he's infecting Chicago for 1. So lots of blue coming out now. Paris and Chicago. All getting 1 cube. So lots of 1 cubes. Oh, Chicago doesn't get 1 because of her again. Well done, quarantine specialist. She's playing well today just by being there. Great. Okay, the dispatcher's turn. Now remember, the dispatcher can move any other player from one player to another player's space. So that's useful, but I'm also just aware that I just want to get the Miami card to the scientists. So to start with, I will just do that. 1, and then 2 will be to give her the Miami card. So she now has 2 yellows. Now, what else can he do? He can... I mean, is there any use in somehow moving? He can move. We'd quite like to move the quarantine specialist to a place where she's likely to protect a bit better, right? So, moving our player's pawn as if it was yours. Maybe she should just move to Los Angeles. 3. It would be quite nice to move her towards there, between there. But as an action, move any pawn to a city with another pawn. Get permission to move for moving another player's pawn. Oh, gosh. So we've done 2 actions, we've got 2 left. What about if we... What about... Yeah, I think she's just going to move to LA. 3, 4, and then she's protecting that area in case we have an epidemic or whatever we call them. Okay, so dispatcher. Epidemic! Woo! First epidemic of the game. Right. Where am I going to put the epidemics to make it clear we've had one? I'll just put them under here. So that's one epidemic down. Great, fantastic. So that means we move the infection marker up by 2, up by 1 to 2. We draw the bottom card from this deck and we put 3 cubes on it. So that is St. Petersburg. Going a bit crazy now, St. Petersburg. And then we shuffle all these cards and put them on top of the infection deck. Oh, God, man. I hate it when this bit starts getting scary. I don't know how clear it is, how many cubes there are in different places. Okay, so they're on the top. That's the epidemic. And the second card for the dispatcher is Washington. So he has Washington in his hand. Great. Okay, and now we need to do the infecting of cities. So we're infecting 2 cities. We're starting with Miami, which is going to get infected, even though there are 2 people stood right there. Unfortunately, the scientist and the dispatcher about to be infected by the looks of it. And secondly, it's Mumbai. That's good because Mumbai is only on 1 cube. It could have been more. So it now has 2 cubes. Okay, fantastic. 2 cubes there. Okay, we're safe. We didn't get an outbreak. We're looking good. Okay, great. It's now the quarantine specialist's turn. Now she can prevent cubes from outbreaking anywhere that she is. Now she has, this is an interesting point. The only things that I've got 3 cubes are St. Petersburg, Algiers, Khartoum, and Los Angeles. Now if she took one of these from Los Angeles to make it a bit safer, 1, and then potentially flew to Cairo for 2. Well, maybe I'll do 2, 3, and then fly to Cairo for 4. I have to use the card, but it protects both these cities because nothing can get hurt while she's there. So I like that. It's very good. It's a good defensive move. Okay, good. So that's her 4 moves. And her 2 cards are Milan, which gives her a second blue. That's good. And Moscow, which is a black. So not as good. But 2 blues in her hand now. That's better. Okay, let's go. So the cities getting infected are Khartoum. Oh no, it doesn't get... Oh, Jesus. Because we moved her there. She's protected it. So Khartoum is safe. And Sao Paulo, not safe, but it now has 2 cubes. That's okay. Good. I'm so glad I moved her there. Good play, Nick. Mark, whatever my name is. Okay, next. The scientists go. They've all had 1 go each. The scientist needs to somehow get these yellow cards from the operations expert. Now, if she can end her turn in Buenos Aires or Lagos, and then the dispatcher can move the operations expert in a minute, then that could be useful. Now she has got... Yeah, where's Buenos Aires? There. Okay. What else have we got? 4 cards. That's not that useful yet. Okay, let's just move. Yeah, I'm going to just move her 1, 2, take a cube for 3, and 4. 4 to Buenos Aires. No, I will go to Lagos because I want her to be closer to all the action going on. Okay, so that's her go done. She's got 2 of these cards to take. Kinshasa, yes, it's a yellow. She's now got 3 yellows. She only needs 1 more. Great. And St. Petersburg. Okay. So just to quickly show you where she's at, she now has got in her hand 3 yellow cards. Remember, as a scientist, she only needs 4 to cure a disease. Or discover a cure anyway. And that means she's now got 7 cards in her hand, which is fine. So here we go. Let's infect some cities. Atlanta is going to get a blue cube. And Los Angeles is going to get a yellow cube. Okay. That's fine. Okay, operations expert. Remember, he can build some... Right, he's at a research station, so he can fly. Once per turn as an action, move from a research station to any city by discarding any city card. Now, I want him to keep to any city by discarding any city card. So that means I can just fly to any city. Let's move him to Lagos by discarding the Buenos Aires card, because we only need 1 more yellow, so we're going to discard the Buenos Aires. Yeah, that's it. Simples. So 1. Now I'm going to give the Lagos card to the scientist, which means she does need to discard something. Now, I'm wondering... For the minute, I might discard the Beijing card because we're not really working on reds at the moment. So, yeah, let's give it that. She now has 4 yellow cards. So he's done 1, 2 actions. The third action I'm going to give him is to create is to build a research station. Fantastic. That's 3. And then 4, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, he can... let's go to Cartoon where there's 3 cubes. And he can start getting rid of them. Let's go. Okay, so... Now. The quarantine specialist has 2 blue cards. It'd be kind of cool if... Oh, I don't think I finished my go. No, I haven't. Sorry. Operations expert needs to pick up some cards. So he's got Chicago. That's a blue card. And re-examined research. Select a player. This player may draw any 1 city card from the player discard pile into his hand. That's so cool. It's really good if we need it later when we get desperate. Okay, fantastic. Great. Doing really well. 2 of these, bad cards. Chicago gets a blue cube. And Montreal gets a blue cube. Remember, we can't run out of any cubes. We've only got... we've got 16 blues left. 17 black. Reds are looking pretty good. We've got 23 reds. And the yellows, we've got 18 left. So the one to worry about is blue, but we're fine at the moment. We've still got 2/3 of the cubes. Okay, what's next? So that's the end of the operations experts go. Dispatcher, right. Somehow I want to get the blue cards to the quarantine specialist, but I don't want her to leave that area because I think we could have a disaster on our hands if we move her. So she's doing a great job where she is. I don't know what to do. Maybe. Be kind of cool if we could get rid of all these yellow cubes. Oh, I'm so tempted to just take some of these yellow cubes, get rid of them, because it'd be cool if we could completely eradicate it from the board in a minute, because the scientist's about to cure it, and then if we could eradicate it completely, we don't need to worry about yellows at all. Let's go for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that was the wisest move, but oh well, here we go. It's a yellow card, it's Santiago. And Tehran. Tehran. Okay. It's got one of every colour. That's really unhelpful. And here's the bad cards. Paris. We are very close to... I think we're going to get an outbreak. Oh, I knew we were going to get it. I knew we were going to get an outbreak. Outbreak in St. Petersburg. Ah! So, because it's full up, I have to put one on Essen, one on Moscow, one on Istanbul. That blue disease is spreading like coronavirus. Wow. Sad times. I knew that was coming. Outbreaks down to 1. We do not want to lose here. 2, 3. Remember, I know it's not going to be on the board completely, but you can only go down to 7 outbreaks. If we go down to 8, we lose the game. So that's our first outbreak of the game. Wow, I'm not sure that was a good move. Not sure that was a good... Oh, one thing though, that can't outbreak to Istanbul because she's standing there. That's something at least. So that's 1 cube less. 1 fewer cube. Okay, cool. The quarantine specialist. She's going to move now. She's got 2 blues. She needs to now start thinking about getting some... Wow. I do want to try and... Right, so there's a Washington card out there. There's a Chicago card out there. If she can get to Chicago somehow... She can't, but she can get to Washington. But I just don't know if it's a good move at the moment. I think we're better off just killing some cubes, to be honest, and then leaving her in a good place. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to move her towards this area so that someone can start giving her blue cards in a minute. Hopefully she'll just pick some up anyway. Algiers. She's now got 2 blacks. And Hong Kong. Not great. And then Algiers. Oh, she's right next to Algiers, so we don't pick up any cubes there. That's good. And Delhi. Delhi does pick up a cube. It's now on 3. Danger zone, Delhi. Oh, look at my hands. They're like shadow puppets. Woohoo. Okay. What is next? So that's the quarantine specialist. Oh, the scientist. She's gonna do some good stuff. So, scientist, 4 yellow cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's trading them in straight away. And that means that we have now cured the yellow disease because she's at a research station. So we have cured it and we're hoping to eradicate it. So that's 1. Right. How are we going to eradicate it? I can't do it now. It would be good though, wouldn't it? I'm tempted to go to Khartoum and do that one. But I know that he could do that on the next go. No, he can do that on the next go. So we'll go 2, 3, and then I don't know what she needs to do next. Oh, she can't really do much. Oh, we could. Nah, I don't think I'm going to use the forecast yet. Maybe. If we use the forecast, I can stop there being any yellows this go, and it means we can eradicate them. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we're going to use the forecast card. Means I get to look at the next 6 cards and put them in the order I want them to stop there being any infections. And if there's any yellows, so we've got Taipei, we've got Sydney, we've got Essen, we've got Kinshasa, Riyadh, and Osaka. Okay, so I definitely don't want any yellows at the top. What I do want is... I basically want Osaka, Taipei, at the top. I can have Kinshasa later. That's fine. Sydney, I don't really want. Essen, I don't really want. Riyadh. Actually, I can put Riyadh next. And then Sydney. And then Essen. Okay. Great. Forecast. Changing things around. Fantastic. She's still got one more move, though. I don't know what she can do, really, of any use. I mean, potentially just fly to St. Petersburg, because then she can stop any more disease spreading up there by, I don't know. Yeah, let's try that. I'm just going to fly to St. Petersburg, waste that card, but we can always pick one back out later, because we've got that special card that does that. Okay, fantastic, great. Now, 2 cards here. She's got Paris and Tokyo, so she now has a black, a red, and a blue. And bad cards we know are okay. They are Taipei, getting 1 red cube. I think it was Sydney. Oh no, it's Osaka. Also getting 1 red cube up there. Great. Looking good. Okay, operations expert, you're going to eradicate the yellows. So 1 move, because they've been cured, it only takes 1 move to get rid of all 3 of those cubes, which is fantastic. And that's 1 move. This is now eradicated, and there cannot be any more yellow cubes. Yes. Okay, what else is he going to do, though? So he's done 1 thing. Now, it would be good to stop him in Chicago. Yeah, I like that, because then he can give that to the quarantine specialist. Okay, 2, 3, 4. And then he can, on the next turn, the quarantine specialist can try and, take that off him. And then she's got 3 blues. Great, fantastic, good work. Okay, cool. 2 cards. Oh, an epidemic. Our second epidemic of 5. So time is of the essence. Got to remember that. Okay, so increase. Infect 1 city. Be yellow, be yellow. It's yellow! Nothing happens. Awesome. And then 3rd, shuffle the cards. Okay. And they go back on top. Okay, exciting times. And then his second card is an airlift. He's got 3 action cards now. Move any 1 pawn to any city, get permission before moving another player's pawn. Awesome. So, Dispatcher's turn. Dispatcher can move any 1. Great. So that means he is going to move. Oh, and he can move any pawn to a city with another pawn. So he's going to move the quarantine specialist to Chicago in 1 hit. So that's 1 move. Now he needs to do some other stuff. Do you know what he's going to do? He's going to move himself to where the scientist is, 2, and then 3, 4 to take some cubes off the board. That's not bad. Okay, I'll take that. That's not bad. The problem is he and the scientist, they've all got so many different cards. They're not matching up. Don't know what to do. Okay. That's his 4 moves. And he has an LA card now. He's just got 2 yellows. We don't need the yellows anymore. And Istanbul. So he now has 2 blacks at least. Okay. And now the bad cards, still on 2. Just one in LA, which doesn't receive anything because the quarantine specialist is right there. And one in Sao Paulo. Oh, also, they're yellow. Yellows, we don't get yellows. Awesome. Great, good cards. Okay, cool. So it's the quarantine specialist go. She's going to start by taking the Chicago card from the operations expert who's on her space with her. That puts her on 3 blues now. She needs 2 more. Now, she could get 1 in Washington from the dispatcher on her next turn. We're going to have to hope she just picks one up as well. Really. So it's 1 action for taking that. 2, 3, and 4. If she ends in Washington, then the dispatcher can give it to her next turn. Okay? She has got Manila coming to her hand, but we really want another blue. And Bangkok, really, really not great. She now has got 3 reds, 3 blues, and 2 blacks. So we need to get rid of something. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm going to get rid of a black. Let's get rid of Moscow. Very, very irritating. Oh, remember, she can take 1 from in the discard pile. That's something the operations expert has got. One of the special powers he's picked up. Okay, cool. Great. Not bad. Could be worse. Okay, what? She's got her 2 cards, and Osaka is receiving a cube, and Lima is not receiving a cube because the yellows are eradicated. Brilliant. The yellow cards are really helping us out here. Okay, fantastic. Scientist's turn. Now she really needs to start picking up some cards. Oh, God. I kind of just want to see what she picks up on the next turn, right? I'm tempted to just move her to Delhi, protect that area, and then hope she picks up something good next go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now she's just going to pick up some cards. She's got a blue card. That's okay. San Francisco. It's not the best. It's actually because I want the quarantine specialist just to do that now. Oh, an essence. She only needs 1 more. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's got to be a change of plan then. It's got to be a change of plan. Yeah, there is a change of plan, right? That's what I'm going to move. I'm going to move the scientist to Washington using the move any 1 pawn to any city card, the airlift card. Okay, so I'm going to move her to Washington, and then on the dispatcher's turn, he's going to give her the Washington card, and then she's ready to cure another disease. Excellent. Okay, she's had her 2 cards. St. Petersburg gets a blue cube. It'd be nice to cure this disease. And Chicago gets a blue cube. It would be very nice to cure this disease because the blues just keep coming back at the moment. Okay, operations expert, what's he going to do? Now, it would be good if, because the quarantine specialist, I'm going to ignore the fact that she's got 3 blues now. I'm going to collect reds with her. Now, if she could go, she can't really move. It's not her go. The operations expert, what can he do? I have an idea. I want to get him down to Sydney because then the dispatcher could give his Sydney card to the quarantine specialist. Okay, so 1, 2, he's going to build a research station, 3, and take this cube away for 4. Okay, cool, well done. Nice. He picks up Lima. Unhelpful, really. Are you kidding me? I swear the operations expert did it last time. Epidemic. Okay, cool. It's cool. We're going to win this, guys. I always feel like I'm going to win it at this point. Okay, so 3. We're moving this up 1. The infection rate is now 3, which is not great. We are getting 3 cubes on Bangkok. Also not great. And now the good news is that Bangkok is the only city with 3 cubes on it. So as long as it doesn't come out in this run. Okay, here we go. Chicago. Remember, there are 3 cards coming out now. So Chicago now has 2 blues. Lima is fine because it's yellow. We did well to eradicate that. And Los Angeles is fine because it's yellow. Fantastic. The yellows are really, really helping us out. Great. Okay. Quick pause because I think my computer's going to run out of battery. Don't know what just happened there. Camera went weird. Okay, cool. Battery's back in. Okay, let's keep going. Who just went? I'm now really confused. So the operations expert caused issues because he caused another freaking thing to come out. Okay, cool. Let's go to the dispatcher. I think it's the dispatcher's turn. Dispatcher's turn. Okay, dispatcher, what have you got for me? Okay, so, that's it. You're going to go to Washington. You're going to give the scientist the 4th blue card. Okay, so, well, while he's there, let's get rid of these 1, 2 blue cubes. Fly to Washington for 3, and then give the Washington card to her for 4. Now that means that she has now got 4 blue cards. Fantastic. So she's ready to cure blues. 4 cards done. Dispatcher going. So it's selected player. This player may swap his role card with any of the unused roles. Now we're only using the original characters. So the unused roles that we could get back into the game are the researcher, the contingency planner, and the medic. So that's something just to bear in mind. I'll put them on the side now to remind ourselves in case we need them later. Okay, cool. Did I only pick up 1 card? Yeah, I did. So second card is Khartoum. Yellows are really unhelpful at this point. So many yellow cards just coming out. Okay, cool. Bad cards coming. Sao Paulo, fine, because it's yellow. Osaka, now on a 3rd red cube. Not great. And finally, St. Petersburg. I'm glad that he took those cubes off just now. But what I am a bit concerned about is we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 blues. That's okay. We're fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, guys. Okay, so dispatcher. Good work there from the dispatcher. Okay, quarantine specialist. What is she going to do? She's trying to get reds now. Right. So, who is it that's got the red card? It's this guy. the dispatcher has got the Sydney card that I want him to give to the quarantine specialist, but he can only give it to her in Sydney, so she needs to get to Sydney. So let's go. 1 to Atlanta, 2 to take this cube off, 3 to Sydney, and then she can't really do anything else. Yeah, I think she's just going to wait there. And then she's got 2 cards to come. Bogota, unhelpful, but I'll just discard it because she's already on 7. And Atlanta, also unhelpful. And again, I'll discard that because we don't need it right now. Okay, cool. Bad cards, 3 of them. Bangkok. Oh no! We have an outbreak. It's our second outbreak of the game. Things are starting to get a bit nasty. And it's a big outbreak because it's got 5 connected cities. 3, 4. Luckily, this one we don't put one on because she is there. That means we are now down to 13 cubes of the red. It's the lowest we've been for any of the groups, I think, so far. Well, that's the first one as well. Man, we've got 2 more to put in. Let's go. Oh, and that brings us down to 2 outbreaks. Montreal. Oh, we're on 3 cubes up there as well. And finally, Paris also up to 3 cubes. Oh, man. Things are looking nasty. Okay. Wow. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay. Let's go. That was not nice. But the scientist's going to save the day again. So she's going to go 1 to Atlanta. And then she's going to trade in her 4 blue cards for 2. And that means that blue is cured. And then 3, I think she should probably go to Chicago. And 4, she should probably clear up. Seems useful to me. Okay, cool. Now, she needs to start thinking about the black cards because the quarantine specialist is going to solve red any second now. She needs to start picking up black cards. She's got 1, and then the dispatcher has got 2, and then the quarantine specialist has 1. So we've got to pick up some more black cards. That's basically what we're going to do. So let's do it. Let's pick up some black cards. Go. Nope. And nope. Fantastic. Great work there. Really good choice of cards coming out. Great. Oh no. Okay, 3 bad cards. Miami is fine because it's yellow. Mumbai. That's where the black cards are, in the wrong pile. 3 black cubes on Mumbai now. And Khartoum is yellow, so that's safe. Okay, cool. Right, next, what's going to happen? We've got the operations expert. What is he going to do? What can he do? What's he got here? Oh, we could bring the infection rate down to 1, which might not be a bad idea to do that now because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities with 3 cubes. I'm tempted to do that. And none of them are being touched by the quarantine specialist. So yeah, let's do that. Let's put that there and use that. Oh, it's until the current player's next turn begins. So we've got ages. Okay, cool. So it's like a whole round until the operations experts next go. Okay, cool. That's really good. I forgot that was for a whole round. Now, what else can he do? He doesn't have any card. Oh, he does. He has Lima. He can fly anywhere he likes. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just fly anywhere you like, discarding Lima. And because he's at a research station, he can do that. And let's go and kill some of these bad guys. I think I like the look of clearing up Bangkok. 1, 2, 3, 4. Safe. Bangkok's sorted. Yeah, alright, that's not bad. Okay. Red card. Not that helpful. Oh, another one of these. Remove any one card in the infection discard pile from the game. Great. I don't know whether to do that straight away. Right, I'm tempted to take like Paris out because it's... What has gone? Yeah, Paris. I'd like... because we're nowhere near Paris at the moment and we don't seem to have any reason to go to Europe. So maybe if I take Paris out, then it can't explode. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Paris out. We're going to do it straight away. So that's coming out. Remove one card from the infection deck. Gone. Paris is out. Resilient population used. Great. Okay, cool. So 2 bad cards for the operations expert. Let's go. A black... Did I do it already? I did it already. Absolute div. Pretty sure I did it already. Okay, only 1 bad card. And it is Algiers. That's okay. Brings us to 2 black cubes on Algiers. Great. Dispatchers go. Right, the dispatcher is going to go to Sydney. 1 move to Sydney because she's there. He could do that. 2, he's going to give her a red card. She's now going to discard a blue. Now, we're also going to use what the operations expert picked up. The re-examine research. Select a player. This player may draw any 1 city card from the player discard pile into his hand. So that's going to be the quarantine specialist. She's going to take any red. Doesn't matter which one. Let's take Beijing. And she's going to discard a blue card. Let's discard Montreal. Great. So I think she's now got 5, which is great. But it isn't even her go. It's the dispatcher's go. The dispatcher has done 1 move, 2 gave the card, and now has 2 more actions. Oh, remember he can move anyone anywhere. So why doesn't he move the scientist to Montreal? Or, oh, I like it. Let's move her up 3, 4, because now she's protecting Osaka. Fantastic. Great. And she's still on a research station. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. So dispatches cards. The black card that I thought, Riyadh. And Shanghai. Now, I think he might be on more than 7 now. Yeah, 8. So I'm wondering if now is a good time to swap him up and turn him into a researcher, because then he can give the black cards over quicker. Yeah, I'm going to do it. New assignment. We're going to get rid of the dispatcher. You've been a really great guy, man, but you've got a couple of black cards. I want to get them to people. So you're out of the game. We're going to replace you with the researcher. She can give things to people much quicker. So we're going to turn this pink one into a brown one. Great. That's really good, actually. And it means that he's used his card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 3 black cards to give away. We need to do that. We need to get into the scientist quickly. Okay, cool. This is going pretty well. Taking us 2 cards. We only take 1 bad card, and it is Delhi. Delhi is going ballistic. It's got 3 cubes in it. I'm getting excited now because I think we're going to win. But it always gets a bit stressful at this point because you never know what's going to happen exactly. Okay. Right. The quarantine specialist, her go. Yeah, the quarantine specialist is now with 5 red cards in her hand. So we're about to cure our third disease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's at a research station, so that's one action. She's now... She does have a black card. It'd be kind... Okay, cool. It's fine. 2, 3, and 4. She gets rid of all of those red cubes. I'm in a really good place. I think we're going to win. And then an epidemic comes, and you never know what's going to happen. That's our fourth epidemic. Means we're running out of time as well, a little bit. Okay, cool. So epidemic, done. Great. So we're moving that up again. Taking the bottom card from this and putting 3 cubes on it. It is... Whoa! It's Karachi, which is pretty bad for a few reasons. But the main reason is this. That is... Oh my god. That is... horrendous. If that explodes, then oh my god, that could be game over. Wow. I maybe should have moved her the other way. That was so bad. That is so bad, man. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god, I've been playing so well. I'm going to be so gutted if this messes up. Right, we're still only taking 1 card because of the commercial travel ban at the top here. But it could be a bad one. It could be a bad one. Wow. Okay, so we've got the quarantine specialist. I think she only took 1 card. Yeah, she did. Her other card is Ho Chi Minh, which is not that helpful. And she's picking up 1 card here. Be a good one. Please don't be any of these 3. Here we go. St. Petersburg. It's okay. It's okay for the minute. Okay. Great. Okay, the scientist. I really need... I mean, I can't quite finish the game this go. I don't think. But I'm really worried about all this stuff. What I want to do is get the scientist down to Sydney and take all the black cards into her hand from the researcher. Now she can do that because she can literally go 1, 2, take 2 cards, which would then put her on 3 black cards. She'd almost be there. But then we're not protecting over here. So this could be a mistake. And now I wish I had the dispatcher still, because the dispatcher could move... Oh, Jesus. I think I'm just going to have to take a risk. Man. Riyadh and Istanbul. I'm going to take those and give them to the scientist. She now has 3 black cards. And we get to take just... Oh, she takes 2 good cards. Be black! Be black! Be black! No! Yes! Come on! She's now got 4 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she needs to throw 1 away. Let's throw away Madrid, for example. Now, all we have to do... She's got the 4 cards. She's got the cure. She just needs to use it on her next turn. But that means she's got to survive until the next turn. So the rest of them now just need to go around and clear shit up. Okay, cool. Right. Wow, this is nerve-wracking now. Okay. One card. What's it going to be? It's Miami. Nothing happened. It's yellow. Now, this travel ban's over. So, I wish it was over in real life. Wow, that's really good. But it means we've got to pick up 3 cubes. Oh my god. This is so nerve-wracking. As an action, build a research station in the city you're in. Once per turn as an action, move from a research station to any city. He's just got to come over here and start clearing up this shit, but I mean, I just think this is bad, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I'm actually think I'm gonna build, because he can't go and clear up another city, I'm just gonna build a research station so that other people can get there quicker. That's 4, and now I am like just hoping good things happen. Mexico City, doesn't matter. Kolkata, doesn't really matter. Okay, now this is the stuff that matters. 3 cards that could kill the game. Khartoum. Fine, because it's yellow. Delhi, 1. Oh my god, it's the one I just took off! Oh my god, come on! Sao Paulo, safe. We are still safe. We're still in it, guys. Okay. Researcher's turn. I want you to go up there and start sorting shit out, mate. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and just take 1 off of Mumbai. And hope that Mumbai is the one that comes up this time. Oh. Ignore all chain reaction outbreaks until the player's next turn begins. Let's do it now. Wow. And Karachi. That's fine. Okay. Bangkok gets a red cube. I think we've won this. Mumbai. And I've just taken a cube off of that. I have been so lucky. And then finally, Algiers is going up to 3 black cubes. Great. And now the quarantine specialist, she's going to come over and she is going to save shit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now nothing near her can explode. I think we're going to be all right here. Baghdad. And take 2 extra turns this turn. Don't need them. 3 cubes. 3 cards. Lima, yellow, nothing happens. Chicago, 1 blue cube, that's okay. Los Angeles, 1 yellow cube, that's okay. And that's it, because the scientist is at a research station. Her first action is to trade in the 4 black cards, 4 black cards, cures the black, and the game is complete. I did really well. I only had 2 outbreaks in the whole game. I had loads of cubes left over. I haven't played that game for ages either. I think a few things just fell really nicely. I mean, when was the next epidemic going to come? It was literally the next turn. I think if it had come, it may have made things a little bit more difficult, but I just about managed to stay on top of things. Getting rid of all the yellows early was really, really good. Yeah, it was really helpful. So that was good. What else was good about it? I think I had a nice mixture of characters that worked really well together. everything just went really well. Like I guarantee. I'm glad. I was thinking of putting in like some of the extra rules, but I thought, it's my first video of a board game, and I wanted to go for like the more easy version of the game. The next time I record one of these, if I feel like doing another one, then I'll put in some of the harder rules, like the virulent strain and things like that, because I think it went almost too well. I mean, it was exciting. It's always exciting. We saved the world, guys. Fantastic. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit different for me. I've never done a board game video before. I love playing board games, and I just thought I'd give this a go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, then please do like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you love the video, then come back again, and I'll see you soon. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.